Cream of Kentucky recently released a 16-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon at the sky-high price of $329.99. Is it worth the price? If you want to find out, then stick around. All right, Aaron, before we get started, we have to thank our partner, Goody Goody Liquor, who supplied this amazing bottle of whiskey for us.
Yeah.
Goody Goody is your local, friendly, Texas-based neighborhood liquor store that has all your beverage needs covered. They have your everyday whiskey, single barrels, and the occasional allocated item, plus thousands more items for you to discover. They have spirits from all over the world. They have wine from all over the world, beer for every palate, all different price points, and all the ingredients you need for a cocktail. You can pick up your favorites, or you can use their knowledgeable staff to find something new. Goody has many convenient locations, and their size allows them to pass savings on to you. So on average, when you shop at Goody Goody, you pay less. Ask about becoming a Bottle Club member for exclusive access to allocated items and discounts on your everyday purchases. So visit a Goody Goody store or go to goodygoody.com today. All right, here we go.
Let's do this.
Cream of Kentucky. So before we get into the actual review, I will tell you that some people abbreviate the name of this whiskey to COK, and they call it cock.
So this would be a 16-year-old cock.
A 16-year-old cock, yeah. And so,
that's gross.
Yeah, that's gross. And there have been many jokes, some made at my expense, using that abbreviated name the first time I tried Cream of Kentucky with the Dusty.
Well, this would be an older cock.
Yeah, and there was a lot of jokes like that. So Cream of Kentucky. This is a brand that started in 1888,
okay.
But it was resurrected by Jim Rutledge, who's the former master distiller of Four Roses before our friend Brent Elliott took over for him. And so he's resurrected this brand. They are planning on building a medium-sized distillery, but for now, all the whiskey that they're bottling is all sourced.
Okay.
And they don't really disclose who the whiskey is produced by. They have non-disclosure agreements and whatnot.
But we think we may know.
But for the other releases, it was pretty common knowledge that it was Barton 1792. That 11-and-a-half-year-old that had come out, and there was like a 12-and-a-half and a 13-and-a-half and all that. That was pretty confident that was all Barton 1792. But this is a higher age release at 16 years, and so we're going to try it and see if we can figure out where it's coming from.
Yeah.
All right. So the actual distiller is Jim Rutledge Distillery. The SKU is Cream of Kentucky. The age is 16 years. The proof is 116, which I found interesting. I don't think I've had 116 proof whiskey before. That's an odd number.
And a lot of rare breeds are like 116.8.
Well, right, but those are cash strengths. This isn't a cash strength.
Yeah, this is...
So I think this is the first time I've had somebody proof a whiskey to 116.
Okay.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the intro, SRP was $329.99. The bottle size is 750 ml. And what do you say we smell and taste this bad boy up?
The nose is, it's creamy. Maybe that's just, power of suggestion there, but...
But it is Cream of Kentucky. I could see...
It is. It's a cherry bomb.
Yeah, there's a ton of cherry on this nose.
And, we were trying these kind of earlier, and it's not overly oaked.
No.
At 16. I know.
At 16.
Because I know that you're not a huge fan of the older bourbons, but the nose is fantastic.
Yeah. So on the nose, a lot of cherry, good, vanilla profile that you would expect from any bourbon that's spent this much time in a oak barrel. But a little bit of smoke. And all of that comes through on the palate times 10 for me. I'm tasting tons of cherry.
Wow.
I'm tasting tons of smoke. Very, well-rounded palate. So here is the big question. Do you think that this, because he was the master distiller for Four Roses, This is Calumet 16,
which I'm very familiar with. I've crushed a few bottles of that.
right? And everybody pretty much knows that this is Barton's 1792.
Yep.
Okay. And so comparing these two bottles, the Cream of Kentucky 16 year and the Calumet 16 year, they should be the same liquid.
They are not.
But they taste different, right?
This has so much more barrel char on it. I mean, there's a similar cherry profile there, but to me, this one is much, and I love this bottle. This is much more approachable. Doesn't have near the oakiness.
Yeah.
It is, I get a lot more vanilla.
Yeah, there's way more vanilla, way more
this.
fruit forward profile,
Yeah.
more well-rounded profile.
Yes.
And so here's my problem. I want the liquid to be from Four Roses because it would mean he made it,
Sure.
right? And I think that would be really cool. Kind of an old elk situation with Greg Metz, right? Mm-hmm. But I've been able to find no rumors online. But my problem is that both Barton 1792 bourbon and Four Roses bourbon both have a smoked cherry profile. And so it's very difficult to distinguish the two. And the main distinguishing characteristic for me is that 1792 sometimes has mixed in with it a little bit of a banana ruts flavor.
Okay.
And I'm not really getting that on this bottle. And so I really don't know what distillery it is. I mean, all the rumors are probably going to be that it's Barton 1792, and that's probably accurate.
Whatever it is, it's fantastic.
But comparing this 16-year-old that we know is Barton to this 16-year-old that we think is Barton, they are quite different.
They are very different, yeah.
But we learned a valuable lesson when we did the Camp Nelson F review, which we broke the news that it was 14 years old because Bo from the distillery gave us the inside track on that. And it didn't taste nearly as oaky as most products from Wild Turkey. And we learned that the barrels were selected from the center lower part of the warehouse.
Yeah, because the 13 has way more oak on it, in my opinion, than the Camp Nelson F.
Even though Camp Nelson F is a year older.
Yeah.
So it is a very real possibility that this is Barton 1792
From the
from closer to the center of the warehouse,
less heat.
and less heat exposure, and that is a very real possibility, and that could explain the flavor difference between these two bottles that are supposedly the same juice that are the same age, right? So how would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 100?
Now that I've had a little bit more, I'm probably like at a 90 or maybe a 91.
I'm 91.
Yeah, at first when we first cracked it and sipped it, I wasn't super impressed, but I also that was my first drink of the day.
Sure, yeah. Sometimes we warm up a little before we start filming.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by it. I think I'm solid 91 with that.
I'm a 91 as well, and we don't always grade on the same scale. I think once you get to like the super premiums, we're closer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's when we're like evaluating like bottom shelfers where we
Just your everyday stuff is I'm a little harder on, I guess.
So here's the big question. 91 points, well-rounded profile.
Yeah,
cherry,
very,
smoke,
very good.
vanilla. $329.99. Are you a buy or a pass?
It's not a hard pass, but I think it'd probably be a pass.
It's a pass.
It's a pass.
I'm a pass.
It's very, very good.
I bought the bottle, and I am not 100% excited about how much I paid for it.
I don't know if you're gonna see this on a restaurant. Maybe if I've got a really nice whiskey bar.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have it on there. I definitely would try it. It's definitely worth
It's worth a try.
worth a try.
I can't imagine how much the pour price would be at a $330 bottle
it's gonna
in
be
a
pricey,
in a steak
so-
restaurant.
I mean, I'd pay $40 for a 2-ounce pour of that.
That's fair. How much? Okay, so if $329.99 is too much, what would you pay for this bottle?
$189.
Yeah, I'm in there as well.
Yeah.
Maybe 190, maybe 200,
Maybe
199.
200. I mean, it's
Above $3.
It's really good, but we're starting to get, we always have that rule at $10 per year.
About $12
now.
Yeah, and this is at
Inflation.
$20 a year. That's too
It's
much
a little
for me.
steep.
It's a little.
It's
too-
fantastic juice. It's very, very good. I'm really enjoying it.
But I would not recommend it unless you just got a enormous bourbon budget.
Yeah.
And you're wanting something that's
Got a
different.
big bonus.
Yeah, something like
crap
that.
load of
Yeah.
money.
Definitely don't blow your whole bourbon budget getting this bottle.
No,
for sure.
If you've got options, that's going to be one. That's going to be a tough decision to make.
All right, well, we got an exciting giveaway for this one. Since we are not 100% for sure what the distillery is, we are going to give away a 2-ounce sample pack of all 3 of the bottles that are shown here.
Let them decide for themselves.
And you are going to be able to do what we just did and decide for yourself. Do you think it's Barton 1792 or could it be Four Roses? Please keep in mind that if you start Google searching, there's no one saying this is Four Roses.
Or you'll be like me and you'll still have no clue.
Yeah, it was tough because their profiles are similar. And all you have to do to enter the giveaway is you need to like this video, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, ring the bell, comment below, and this isn't for the inner, but you should share the video with your Wisconsin friends and just get the word out there. And if you like this content and you want to support the channel, I'd love for you to check out our Patreon. It is Bourbon Real Talk Plus. We have lots of member benefits. We do virtual bottle shares. In fact, we're doing one of those tonight. We do so much fun stuff. I'm planning 2 distillery takeovers right now where we go to the distillery and kind of king for the day, drink out of barrels. Yeah, we get to do whatever. You can also support the channel by going to bourbonrealtalk.com and checking out our merch. We got a lot of really cool stuff out there, bottle carrying bags, custom glassware, things that you can travel with so your glasses don't break, all kinds of stuff. And we would not be doing our job if we didn't hit the shameless for real estate.
No shame.
No shame at all in this because we are both in real estate. And I'm a residential real estate agent. So if you need real estate services in the Dallas or Houston metro area, just know that if you hire me, I give epic closing gifts. Bottles that are, on a very high level. And Aaron, you're a loan officer. You do all of my buyers' loans.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. What states do you operate in?
Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, Colorado.
And so if you need a residential home loan in Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, or Colorado, you need to call Aaron. All of the links for everything we just mentioned are in the video description below. So if this is your first time tuning in, we just want to say thank you and let you know that if you woke up this morning and you're unsure whether or not anyone loved you, just know that we love you. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
On Bourbon Real Talk.